Hey
Hi guys! Welcome back!
So today's video, we'll talk about why we
Did the TV show.
Yeah, and story time about it.
And on we'll go.
Because you guys have been asking us like crazy, so we just,
Yeah.
We're actually shy, introverted people. I'm not a camera person. I think he's braver than I am, even though we're both introverts. Yeah, so it wasn't an easy thing for us to do. So usually we get these requests for different shows and we usually decline them because we're weird people. But this one we decided to do because we realized there are a lot of other culture couples, and I don't think as many Koreans realize there's so many international couples and how normal and not crazy it kind of is outside of Korea. And I feel like our situation is not very uncommon. Other couples just break off in the beginning, or people just don't date seriously to begin with if they know it could be the situation. So I just thought it'd be good to shed light on the issue, and if someone gives us a voice, then I think we should use it. Why not use our voice? Why not use it to normalize international couples there? It's not something that's shocking or crazy. Actually, when I went to New York, if you guys follow us, I went back home, I was shocked all over again. I was like, right, this is normal. International, interracial couples all over the place. And I kind of forgot that because I feel like in Korea, everyone acts like it's so
Crazy.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of commenters who say things like, keep your blood pure, why are you trying to mix Korean blood to Korean? Interracial marriages don't work, they lead to divorce more than Korean ones.
Crazy things like that.
And we have people that send us these crazy statistics where it's Korean marriages versus Korean foreign marriages in Korea. And first of all, Korean foreign marriages are in Korea are not Korean foreign marriages everywhere. There are so many interracial couples all over the globe outside of Korea, but some of these people can't see outside of Korea. They want to compare them in Korea, which wouldn't make sense. And I don't think you can say foreign and compare that to every single international marriage, because some cultures are more compatible to Korean culture than others.
Representation matters, so
Totally.
yeah.
I feel like when I see a lot of international couples, I rarely see us, the Asian one. So I was like, if we can have some representation to make this seem more normal, then why not? Why wouldn't we do it, you know?
Yeah.
Even though it's scary and kind of sucks.
Yeah.
And some of the people, they don't know any international people or any people of different races, but they'll say, yeah, I heard that interracial marriages don't work. And but I'm like, but you don't know anyone of a different race. How can you, why would you like say,
So
you don't?
So the information or their statement itself is kind of wrong or biased from the beginning, I think.
Right.
And they just kind of keep feeding each other's like wrong information or biased perspectives. And then like start attacking like real couples like us.
Right, and the information always, it comes from some statistic they read online or their parents or grandparents or someone. People who also, they admit, don't know anyone of different races. So then how would they know?
Makes sense.
There's a very like one mindset for everything. So people usually just follow along. That's what I think. But these people, I don't really care. They come attacking us like, you want to make Koreans mix and blah, 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 blah. No, I don't care. He doesn't care either. We don't care what you do because it's your life, and that's our point. No one should tell anybody how to live their life. I don't want to tell you how to live your life. Why are you telling us how to live ours?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? Then there's also a lot of Koreans who think that interracial marriage is something impossible. And that's not the case at all. There is actually a huge international family community in Korea. You guys know I used to run a business here. If you watch our videos, I'll put the link down below. But you know, I had other Koreans who would come in and they would say, always wanted to date a different race, but I don't know what to do. My family won't accept it. Maybe their family won't accept it. Maybe they don't like Koreans. Like, maybe other people are gonna judge us. What should we do? And I can't say that every person in this room is gonna like you, but there's no reason for you to go into a room wondering if do they like Korean people. Just be you, and people are gonna like you or they're not gonna like you. And it's not about someone saying I hate all Koreans, and vice versa. A lot of foreign girls will come to me, oh my gosh, do Koreans like, I don't know, like Indian girls, do Koreans like black? Is it okay? Can I talk to? Yeah, you can talk to anybody. They'll like you or not like you, and it's people are people, you know. And I wanted to make the people know that, you know, it's just that simple.
And we're getting this question online too. A lot of comments under our videos from both parties. It's
Right.
kind of like fun concept that people think it's not possible or it's extra hard. Like worried about what will their parents or their society will tell them. But no, who cares?
Yeah. And some of y'all are so sweet and precious. There's some Korean guys that come on, oh my gosh, I like black girls, but I think they don't like me because they think that Asian guys are skinnier. They don't see us as men. And again, not everybody is gonna like you, but that's just the way the world is. And then we have some girls, I heard Asians don't like black people, and I heard they're racist, I heard they don't like dark skin, and they don't see black women as feminine. People are not gonna like you, yeah, it's true, but some people will. Yeah, so I just thought it'd be good to show people that it's not something crazy or impossible. A lot of his friends actually came up to him as well, and they said that they have this kind of problem. They just want to know how to deal with it, how it was for him, and he didn't even know how many people he knew have this problem because it's not something people per se talk about. So again, we always want to push people to talk about things. That's what we like.
And to be honest, I have met some of the people at her party that they were dating these partners, but they don't want to show to people because they're so worried about it.
Yeah.
So they were hiding, they were not posting any pictures of them to their like SNS or KakaoTalk, and their parents' family doesn't know, their friends doesn't know about that.
That's
But they're
true.
still like dating. So I'm like, wow.
That is so true. I seriously, there are a lot of people that came to my party and they are dating foreigners and they're doing it secretly because they don't want other Koreans to know about it because they said they'll be judged. It's so common. I heard it so many times, especially if it's a person of color, unfortunately. They usually want to hide that they dated that person. And I hear it more from Korean women than Korean men. I don't really know what this is. If you guys know what that is, comment down below and let us know. I think that the women get judged more for dating outside their race than men. I feel like that for the black community too though. As a black woman, I feel like I do get judged more for dating you than black men do.
We also have some comments under our videos like that.
Maybe it's all around. You guys let us know. I have no idea.
Do you think Asian Americans are judging this too? Or not?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, so I guess everyone's judging
I
out of their
know,
race.
I guess. So we actually showed up 4 hours late for the shoot. Yeah, if you can believe it. And you know what? They were so nice. They were so freaking nice.
When we got there, everyone was there. Like, there were too many people there than I thought there would be. And I was just kind of freaking out because, okay, so we made all these people, including one of the biggest show hosts in Korea, waiting for us for like 4 hours, like some superstar.
But before we could think, they just like pushed us. I didn't even see my face before going on my makeup, nothing. I can't blame them though.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were
they were
so
super
nice.
nice.
So all of it was really fast, and we were still unsure about everything. We had the meeting one day, and they said 2 days we'll send you the script, and that's the night before the shooting. And the questions came the day before the script, I think. If you guys watch our channel, you know he's so soft. He's like the nicest person ever. He'll just say, okay, sure, I don't want to inconvenience anyone. And I'm the negotiator, but everything's happening in Korean, so I'm not gonna be able to do that. And everything will move really fast. So I don't want to get bullied into something in person. And I feel like that's happened before. I wanted to iron everything out before we got there to make sure that didn't happen.
Sure, yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
You can see the camera.
아, really?
Yeah.
우리 비아는 어디 출신인가요?
From? 뉴욕? 아, 뉴욕? 뉴욕 42번가? 아니면 43번가? 오케이? 어드레스. 뉴욕 어드레스.
You come to my house? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You should come. 크리스마스 이브니까.
I think it's a shame. I wish that people could see that how beautiful sharing culture and different languages it can be in one family. So I just wish they could experience how much fun it is for us.
너무 착하다 비야. 혹시 비야는 만나서 반가워요.
결혼 축하드립니다. 네. 아직은 아닌가요?
약간 앞서가셨는데요.
앞서갔나요?
예, 예.
저 인사 좀 부탁드릴게요. 예.
네, 저는 우리 비아를 사랑하는 남자.
오, 멋있다.
와우.
얼마큼 사랑해요 비야를?
우주만큼?
우리 비아의 어떤 매력에 반하신 거예요?
그러니까
대화가 되게 잘 되고
통한다.
네, 되게 잘 통하고 뭐 이렇게
We realized after we watched the clip, we look awful. It was almost 12 midnight, so we look awfully tired. If anyone
huge
could
bag in my
notice
eyes.
that, 12 I can understand this. I didn't really want to watch it.
We can't watch the entire thing. We haven't watched it.
Yeah. Anyways, I was really freaking out because she went to the stage first before me, all in Korean, right? And then I was just so worried about like, what if she feel nervous? And I was kind of really like peeping through the shit on the stage. And you look horrified. You look very nervous. So I was thinking, okay, I will make sure I will comfort her up on the stage after I enter the stage. So I sit down next to her and then I start freaking out because everything like was freaky.
백상훈 씨.
백상훈 씨.
There's so many cameras. But then I saw her hand, so I just kind of took it. And from that point, everything felt more like comfortable, feel more like real because like we've been together always. And yeah, so I was just
We had to hold hands the whole time. We
yeah
were
under
falling
the
down.
table. But then one of the show hosts noticed, and then there was camera above us. We didn't know.
두 손을 올려. 그대로 이렇게. 부럽다.
So there was an African girl that's married to the Korean man, the one that went through a lot of abuse pretty much. She was so sweet and she gave us really good advice as well. I just worried about, I don't want to advocate for that as a solution, going every day and dealing with this kind of abuse to be accepted. If you guys have watched videos, you know that I don't advocate for that at all. I don't think that's a solution. I think that's really hard. Really,
It was just, to be honest, pure abuse.
네, 안녕하세요. 글라디스입니다. 이제 한국 와서 14년 되고 우리 신랑하고 아이 1명 살고 있어요.
글라디스도 결혼할 때 이렇게 시댁에서 반대를 했었나요?
엄청 반대했어요. 우리 엄마가 얼굴도 보기 싫었어요.
그런 말 했어요? 와.
문 앞에도 다리 오지 말라고.
얼씬도 하지 말라고, 문 안에 들어오지
네네네.
말라고.
네네네.
완전 운전박대를 당하신 거네요.
여보세요? 네? 네?
운전박대 어렵지? 예. 엄마의 마음을 어떻게 열었어요? 시어머니의 마음을?
한국 사람들 있잖아. 시어머니한테 아니면 친정엄마한테 김치 같은 거 얻어 먹어 있잖아요.
네네.
저는 그런 거 없었어요. 제가 버터리, 가뚜기 다 했어 갖다 줬어요.
어쩌진 거를?
대박.
네.
얻어먹진 않고.
엄마 나를 그렇게 미우니까 엄마 나 어떤 사람인지 보여주고 싶은 거예요. 가끔씩 우리 신랑 거기 갔을 때 나를 데리고 가요. 그냥 일단 가자. 엄마 집에 가자.
아유, 용기 있네. 남편이 잘했네.
시간 많이 걸렸어요. 하고 나중에 엄마가 점점 마음을 열어줬어요.
그러니까 결국에는 그 사람 자체를 좋아하게 되는 거네요.
맞아.
노력하니까. 나중에 엄마랑 나랑 사이 좋아지니까 어디 가도 같이 가고 글라디스 가자, 시장 가자, 마트 가자. 나 없으면 못 가요, 엄마가.
나중에 없으면 못 가.
네네.
그러니까 시어머니가 이제 마지막에 요양원에 계셨는데 그 아들이 혼자 가면 눈을 안 뜨고 글라디스랑 같이 가면 막 눈을 뜨고 이러셨다면서요.
맞아요. 나중에 엄마랑 나를 그렇게 좋아하니까
네.
우리 신랑하고 가면 엄마 나왔어요. 그냥 눈 안 떠요. 내가 가면 엄마 나왔어요. 글라디스 왔구나. 꽉꽉꽉 웃어요.
그냥 딸이네.
비한테 해주고 싶은 말이 있어요.
그래요.
네.
예.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I was having the same problem with like you. But my mother-in-law later she loves me. Even she loves more than her son. So I want to tell you to exercise patience and wait for a while. As time goes on, your mother-in-law will start loving you. Okay? Don't worry.
Thank you.
That's what I want to tell you. Fighting. 오빠. 가끔씩 비아 씨 엄마 싫어도 오빠도 데리고 가야 돼요. 왜냐 폐소스로 오고 봐야 돼. 엄마도 비아가 어떤 사람인지 알 수 있어요. 그냥 집에 있고 안 만나면 몰라요. 오빠도 그렇게 해요. 파이팅 오빠. 쉽지 않지만 파이팅.
Sorry to interrupt in here randomly, but I had to add that a lot of girls ask us questions, and I don't want to pass that message to you guys. I don't think her solution matches our message. You're worthy. You don't have to prove your worth to anyone, and you deserve to be treated well, no matter who you are. It's not our story, so sure, whatever, but no.
Yeah, that's really hard. The parents accepted her eventually, but after what looks like years of abuse, she went through a lot more outside of this video that was shocking, a lot of physical and mental abuse, and she was even suicidal for a while. And I'm just grateful that he was so supportive and he was always there and he always told me, just if you can't handle it, then just don't, and it's okay.
Obviously, the person was really strong and the sweetest person I can just tell,
Right.
but I just cannot accept all the abuse that she went through.
드디어 가슴속 묵혀뒀던 말도 뱉어냈습니다.
When she gave birth to the baby, even her first child, so the husband wasn't there, he was out drinking, and his mom brought the husband in, but he was drunk on the floor in the hospital, and then they ended up just leaving, and she gave birth to their first child alone.
야, 너는 항상 90점이냐 항상? 어? 왜 꼭 하나씩 틀려? 아유, 이방 가서 고치고 피아노나 태권도는 그렇다 치는데 공부하는 게 일주일에 2번 하고 3번 하냐? 이것도 하고 저것도 하고 다 시키는 건 좋아.
아니
근데 이거는 시간대가 안 맞잖아.
안 맞는 거 아닌데 그냥 다행히
아니 뭐가 안 맞는 게 아니야.
이용해. 무조건 써 이용해. 뭐 까나카. 뭐 사도 너 카드 다 내놔. 자기 쓰는 또 뭐 내 돈 아니니까 신경 쓰지 마.
부부싸움을 할 때면 늘 상처를 받아온 아내. 그녀에겐 절대 용서할 수 없는 결정적인 사건이 있었습니다.
뭐 당장 나와래. 친구한테 인사해래 하고서 당신 지금 아픈데 응? 어떻게 나와?
2년 전 술을 마시고 들어온 남편은 몸이 아픈 아내의 상태는 아랑곳하지 않고 친구한테 가서 인사를 하라며 아내에게 과격한 행동을 했습니다. 당시 충격을 받은 아내가 자신의 SNS에 올린
That is crazy, and it's just, yeah.
Yeah.
맞아요. 왜냐면 제 역할에 대해서 굉장히 어떻게 해야 될지 너무 몰라가지고 되게
네.
혼란스러운 적이 많은데
우리 비아 이 자체를 보고 어떤 사람인지가 느껴져요. 그러니까 반드시 부모님도 사랑할 수밖에 없어요. 자주자주 만나세요.
엄마 사랑하게 해줘요. 엄마.
아 진짜.
엄마가 평생 살 거 아니잖아요.
The counselors were super nice and everyone was super helpful. We look terrible. We look really awful. In the picture, you can see, I feel like the celebrities are so like perfectly posed.
They were crazy. They look exact like how they look on TV. And it was, again, midnight and they look just perfect.
Bye guys.
Bye!